Guys, today I'm going to be bringing you my 2015 NFL playoff prediction bracket. You guys are able to do this on CBSSports.com. You just gotta sign in or create an account, whichever one you need to do. And then it's under fantasy. I'll go to it here real quickly, and then it's should be in the bottom left. Predict the perfect playoff bracket, and you don't have to pay any money. It's absolutely free, and if you win, you have a chance to get $5,000. So it's pretty cool and it's pretty fun, I guess. So I'm gonna start off in the wild card in the AFC, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, and just tell you guys I will be going to this game actually. I'm leaving Saturday morning probably, and it's probably gonna be really cold. My second Steeler game this year. I got to go to the Steeler-Colt one when Ben threw 6 touchdowns for the first time. And it's going to be an interesting game, maybe without Le'Veon Bell. We signed Ben Tate, definitely not an upgrade, but we're going to see how it is. So, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, I really think Pittsburgh will pull this one out at home. I believe they're 2-0, 3-0 with Ben Roethlisberger against Joe Flacco in the playoffs at home. Never lost to them, I think, in the playoffs. Even though without Le'Veon Bell, could not play, I think they'll find a way to win with Josh Harris, Dre Archer, and Ben Tate. Baltimore's secondary is pretty bad, one of the worst in the NFL, and I think Pittsburgh passing game will just blow them away. Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant, Marcus Whedon, and I know Baltimore is a really good run defense. I do not expect us to run the ball that much. I think Ben will throw it 40, maybe even 50 times, and our offensive line has improved so much with Marquise Pouncey, Marcus Gilbert, Kelvin Beachum, David DeCastro, a couple of Pro Bowlers right there. So I do think Pittsburgh will pull this one out. And now this one's pretty interesting. Indianapolis, Cincinnati. This kind of might be like a coin flip, just because Cincinnati's defense is way better than Indianapolis's, but Indianapolis' offense is opposite. But I do think Indianapolis will pull this one out. I think Andrew Luck will torch the Bengals secondary. Andy Dalton will not win. He is not a good quarterback in my eyes. Definitely one of the most overpaid people in the NFL. And AJ Green, I don't think, practiced today, so if he doesn't play, then roll him out definitely. But I'm pretty sure Jeremy Hill will have a good game. So if you're doing any like FanDuel or DraftKings leagues, I would play him. I think he'll have a really nice game. Now we go to the NFC. We have Dallas and Detroit, and this one's a tough one too. I'm gonna go with Dallas just because of their offense this year, of how good it is with Dez Bryant and the running game with DeMarco Murray, and how good their offensive line is. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. It's going to be in a dome. Or no, it's going to be Dallas home, yeah, in a dome, where they're not as good as they are on the road. But I think Matthew Stafford will have a good game. I just think the Cowboys defense will be better than the... Actually, no, the Lions defense was great all year. I know with their secondary, I think they had one of the guys with the most picks in the league or something like that. But I think Dallas will pull this one out. Romo, Murray, Bryant, too good of a trio. So now we go on to the Arizona-Carolina then, and I really don't know who's going to win this game. I'm actually going to go Arizona. Most people are predicting Carolina to win this game, but I do think Arizona will win it just because of their defense. And we saw the Carolina Panthers lose, I believe, like 8 straight games from like late September to early December or late November. And I think Arizona will come through. Ryan Lindley didn't play terrible in his last game, and we actually saw a Michael Floyd sighting who played great. And I actually think Arizona will pull out this victory. So now we go into the divisional round. So we have the divisional round on the NFC. Seattle, Arizona, definitely going Seattle here. Too good of a defense, and Russell Wilson's playing great. Even though their offense is a little bit shaky with their terrible wide receiving core, I think their defense and their running game will pull it out against Arizona. Now, Dallas, Green Bay. People think Dallas will probably go to the championship game, but I'm going Green Bay. A MVP candidate in Aaron Rodgers, a great receiving core with Nelson Cobb, and actually a pretty decent defense. I think they'll be able to beat Dallas. And that's going to be a high-scoring game in Green Bay, but it's probably going to be freezing there. Now, we go in the divisional round. Here, New England, Indianapolis. New England beat them before, and Tom Brady didn't even play that well or didn't throw it that much. That was Jonas Gray's breakout game, and I think they'll do the same here. Not as entirely run the ball, but I think Tom Brady, Gronk, Edelman will get it done, and Darrelle Revis, the best corner in the league this year, in my eyes, will be able to advance them to the championship game. Now, Denver, Pittsburgh. This one is interesting, but I'm actually going to go Pittsburgh, not to be a homer here, but I do think Pittsburgh will go out just because how good their offense is playing. They'll get Le'Veon Bell back full healthy that game, to full strength, and I think they can run on Denver. You saw Jeremy Hill last Monday night do it against them, and Latavius Murray did pretty well against them on Sunday. And you can pass against Denver. Besides, Chris Harris is playing great this year, but Steelers have the best receiver in the game for the past 2 years, and Antonio Brown stat-wise. And I think they'll be able to beat Denver. And now we have the championship game, 1 and 3 seed against 1 and 2 seed. I do think Green Bay will go on to the Super Bowl and beat Seattle in an upset. I think Aaron Rodgers, completely different person, same with Eddie Lacy than they were in Week 1, and I think their offense will beat Seattle's defense, and their defense will be able to beat Seattle's offense and go on to the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years now. Last time they made it 2011 where they beat Pittsburgh. New England, Pittsburgh. I want to pick Pittsburgh, but New England's team is just too complete for them. I don't think they'll be able to beat them. They could, you never know. But I'm just going to go for video's sakes. New England, obviously in real life, I would want Pittsburgh to win. And for score, let's just go 24-21 New England. I think New England's probably the best team in the NFL right now with the best secondary. Probably better than Seattle's, so it's a toss-up. And then they have the best tight end in the game, arguably the best offensive weapon, and a great quarterback. One of the best of all time in Tom Brady. And with a good, decent receiving core, with Brandon LaFell coming out this year, and then you have Julian Edelman, who's kind of like a mini Wes Welker. But I do think New England will win the Super Bowl this year, and this is my player bracket. I'll leave a link in the description to the website where you guys can do this. So that's it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Let me know in the comments who you guys think will win the Super Bowl, and I'll see you guys in the next video.